And morning all, we are with oxygen not included, or perhaps even good afternoon, depending on, well, not depending on, because it's 12:07 now, apparently. So we are going to continue on with our little mostly submerged world. Stress vomiting. I kind of really need to start doing something about this, eh? You're here to clean, right? No, we're not here to clean. I need y'all to spend like 5 seconds cleaning bits. Then we need a recreation room, kind of terribly. Click and remove. Okay. Let me snooze those ads for 5 minutes. Missing a back wall. Oh, I do get the back wall there. That may be why everyone is so sad. Let's go with flashy data back. That was a little bit more interesting. You can empty that right there, buddy. I need that salt water there. Yeah, because that's just a great haul. So we're down 2 points of morale. Just need this one piece needs to be built. Now this thing should be like 120 everywhere, right? Just about. Right, so it looks like a recreation room wouldn't actually help with stress. Because our morale is good. Oh, that's running now. Excellent. I didn't need it to run, but you know. I may set up a central branch. Oh, this is new. Or new to me. Anemone. This is new to me as well. Huh. Yeah, we've seen that one before. Look at all these undiscovered things. I don't know how to discover them any more than I have. Okay, I've seen the first two. This one's new. And we can't inspect that. I'm just going to do one. The game did not crash. Most excellent. There we go. Now I can filter and only sweep what I want to sweep. Oh, hey, Redless, how's it going? It's going pretty well. Hey, Red Harvest. Oh, nice. Thank you very much for the raid. It is going relatively well. I almost have the Survivor. I'm at stage 3 of the new Survivor, who's all the way down there. And this is a space-sized, like a base game-sized colony, so it's taken me a long, 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 long time to get down here. But, you know, otherwise it's fine. Yeah, the second stage is a bit of a pain, because finding meal lice is awkward. But once you find meal lice, it's a breeze. So I've got a little meal lice farm over here. The issue is, one, finding one seed, and two, finding a temperature appropriate to plant it. I don't want any of these. No, thank you. Well, hang on. No, I don't want any of these. So I have a mucin farm to kind of lower my reliance on water. I also turn your colony into an oxyhydrogen bomb. No, I actually don't have any artificial oxygen production. My colony is basically completely reliant on coral. I haven't actually seen a single squid. Oh no, I kind of figured. I mean, that's very normal. You almost always end up with a ceiling full of hydrogen when you set up a spawn, regardless of how careful you are. But no, I haven't set that up at all. Um, I had a little bit of artificial oxygen generation at the start of the game when I started with some algae, but yeah, no. I mean, the oxygen level's not great. It's not like it's great up here, but it's not great. But uh I think it is. Also, check out this looks level. Like 40,000 looks just from the fish is just ridiculous. It was as high as like 67,000 at one point. If only they like overproduced if there was more light, but they don't. Oh, someone's about to get very sad. Okay. Well, damn it. Okay. I need a massage clinic. It's unavoidable at this point. Yeah, I don't think it's really feasible. Is it feasible? No, it is. It is feasible to run a base completely off coral. It's just difficult. How many? Yeah, I got 11 more seeds. I could set up 11 more of these. Hmm. Hmm. It's kind of tempting. Yep, that's right. Yep. So, like, if I had 8 coral set up, that would be full for everyone. I have 5, so I have most of it. And then there's a few wild ones. There's a wild one down here and a few others, but which are basically doing, very little. Um, I could just make another farm. I dump some of those fishies down here, some more beacons, I'll put a feeder down here. Maybe later. I have a bunch of stress that I need to sort out right now. Well, technically speaking, wild ones are super efficient because your input is 0. So any output is based on an input of 0, which makes your efficiency infinite. They're very low production. I agree that they are very low production. They're, you know, a quarter production. But right now, I need a place where people can get a massage, or yeah, no, I'm gonna have a stress reaction in a second anyway. There's nothing I can do to stop the next one, maybe the next 2. I know it's under medicine, isn't it? You there? What am I missing? Nothing? Okay, yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, I can't really afford to run it off there, so we're going to do a separate power line. Don't have much in the way of coal. I think I have lots of wood. Got a reasonable amount of wood. Alright, that stress reaction should be happening in a second now. I might have to try and plant a ton of coral on a new save so we can get it to work. I mean, it's pretty straight. The only difficulty is collecting it, right? And the other thing to bear in mind is these guys apparently consume a little bit. See this breath of fresh air? They recently consumed oxygen from the surface. So apparently they do consume oxygen. But I can't figure out how much. So that might actually be a lie. They may not actually consume it. They may just say they consume it. Because here under consumption, they're not listed. It just says they consume it. I think they're just happy to be in oxygen, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it might just be flavor text. I'm hoping it's just flavor text. What did I just get? Shit, my eyes were covered at the time. Oh, Art Underground. Okay, got it. Wait. Oh no, we're using siltstone. Shit. We're very low on siltstone. It's going to take them forever to find it, which is why it's taken so long for this to be built. Where's Granite River? I have no natural gold mine in my god. I gotta get it from the slopes. Yeah, there's no gold amalgam. I have a gold volcano. So I have so much gold. I currently have 19 tons of gold. Jesus Christ. I should break this up at this point. I think I have enough gold now. Because I got a cobalt volcano down here as well, I just found. Oh, we're in. Where's the water coming from? Is it melting stuff? It must be melting. Oh no, it's probably from my original foray. Oh, there's another thing over here. Is that another one there? That is another one there. There were very few in my immediate starting area, and I'm finding them all over the place. How many are still unknown? There are 6 more unknown ones. Okay. This is better. Okay, now we got our massage room. It is now sealed. Now it just needs power. Oh, I tried to make it LED. Silly. That's not going to work at all. Yeah, it's pretty abundant. You get a lot of them. Somebody breaking something? Oh, you son of a bitch. This guy's trapped. It's not good at all. Can somebody please save Quinn? There we go. Now the question is, will they burn the gumwood? Because I don't really want them to burn. Oh yeah, gumwood does count as wood. That is slightly irksome. Okay. Somebody on that? Yeah, somebody's on that. It's not going to give us a lot of oxygen, but it's going to give us a fair bit of oxygen. Like, it's going to give us enough oxygen. Okay, yep, we're golden. Okay. Hmm. 43 morale. That's obscene. It's probably a mistake, but you know. The colony maps in these are randomly generated. Like, you mean the overall map? Yes. There's a seed that you get at the start. That I think you can view in game. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, here's the seed right here at the bottom. Yeah, there's the seed. So like I could copy it and dump it in. Yeah, you're right, Riddless, it is. So that's the seed. So it's random in that it's based on a seed. So like if somebody else wanted this exact map, they could just use that seed. Did I click the button? I do kind of regret doing a base game map for this. It's because of the way this guy moves around to different spots. It's too big. But I do like my big map. The big map makes me happy. When does this gold volcano erupt again? In a month. Okay. Yeah, I mostly prefer doing non-spaced out maps. I just like having really big maps. But that's kind of a mixed bag in this one. Okay. Because I still haven't found my teleporter either. I feel like this is a bigger map than normal. Because I still haven't found the teleporters. Like, I found the transporters, like the conveyor belts. Like, there's my transmitter and my receiver is way up here. But the actual teleport I haven't found. It's wild. I think maybe I just started a lot closer to the surface than normal, maybe? I don't quite know what's different about this run. But there's definitely, it feels off, for sure. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of running out of space, so it kind of has to be, right? Like, that's the whole map. Like, where else could it be? Because the edge is here, the edge is here. It's got to be in this black spot, assuming it doesn't keep going down. No, there's the bottom, right? So it can't be any lower than this. Are we actually starving, or are we just very far away? We're just very far away, okay. Yeah, it must be from ice melting, is where that water's coming from. Okay, have I turned off salt sticks? I have turned off salt sticks. So lettuce is also off. Okay, so we're out of edible food. Fair enough. Let's crack some eggs. Because I have. Oh, hey, animator, how's it going? I'm new in this game, can't deal with carbon dioxide. It always kills my people. Would you like some advice about that, animator? So what you want to do is you want to set up these things called carbon skimmers. You need two. They use up very little electricity. They're like 120 watts, right? And you see that green square? They suck in carbon dioxide that's there. Clean water goes in, and they push the carbon dioxide into the clean water, and you get polluted water coming out. And it uses a tiny amount of water. So a little bit of power, tiny amount of water, and the only CO2 I really have now is because I built some wood furnaces up here. And it'll eat the CO2 so fast. Especially if you've got like a bunch of them set up. Which really, I really should have put my wood burners down here. That would have made so much more sense. Because I'm a silly, silly man. I have too many bloaters as well. Get out of here. That's a fly as well. Can I build a room with little oxygen and a room that's sealed with a lot for the crew? You can. Just bear in mind, every time I open the door, the oxygen's going to escape out the door. Like some of it is. Like if you look at me, that's what I have here, right? This is a high pressure oxygen room. This is a high pressure oxygen room. Ideally, this is supposed to be getting oxygen, but it's kind of last in line, so it's not getting much. And I don't bother pumping oxygen into the rest of the places. If I had better oxygen production, this would work better. You know what? We are going to do this now. Speaking of oxygen, I'm going to go improve my own oxygen situation. But just bear in mind that oxygen is going to move around. You're not going to have perfect control over where it is. And that's just life. But yeah. What I like to do is I like to link a couple of rooms together, and then we'll have something feeding in oxygen. So there's a pipe coming in here and a pipe coming in the top, like so. So they will share oxygen together. And if I had, planned things ahead of time, I would have put these two buildings together with a shared wall, and they would have airflow tiles, so they would share oxygen together as well, right? All right, guys, let's get this built. Let's boost our oxygen production. So if we do one more, we're basically doubling our oxygen output. Yep. We have meal ice, we have fish. Why are we not doing sushi? Oh, because lice loaf. Well, tell you what, why don't we change the lice loaf to only use water? How starving are you? You're fine. You're probably fine. You know what, Quinn? Quinn, you can go eat some lettuce. I don't trust Quinn making it to the morning. Oh, it's a long way to go. Just get some calories, Quinn. I guess you're not sleeping tonight, Quinn. You know what, Quinn? That's quite enough. Go to bed, Quinn. A glow squid egg. Oh. What to do with this? That's the first squid I've seen. Oh, minimum 40 degrees. Whoa, well, I could dump you in here. Because that's 46 degrees, but this is pretty full already. Like, it is like ludicrously full. That's too cold. Well, it's not too cold. It's just colder than your comfort level. Yeah, I don't know what we do. Because I don't really have any other... Well, that's kind of warmish. Okay, we're gonna make this a squid preserve. Alright, that's a big improvement for oxygen. There we go. Now it's starting to look a healthy blue. It's not continuous, though. Why is it not continuous? Why do they keep being happy and then you keep stop being happy? Oh, you're cramped. Solved. Kind of. Okay, how's our digging our tunnels? Oh, what have we got down here? We have a hot polluted oxygen vent, 500-degree oxygen, which I do not need. If you're still around, Animator, you are welcome to ask me any other questions you like, and I will do my best to answer them. I am not what one might consider great at this game, but I've played it a lot since early access, so I'm familiar with a lot of the systems. Cool slush geyser that's currently dormant. Okay. Oh, we dug it up way more than I wanted to, actually. Hey, here we go. We got our octopuses. With polluted brine vent. Interesting. A bull blue? Are you giving off light? Huh. That's neat. Okay, I don't quite understand why life slope is not being made. Because we clearly have the meal ice and we have the water. You're okay till morning. You're okay till morning. You're okay till morning. And now you're making a mush bar. I don't want you to make a mush bar. And now you're making life slope. Okay, there we go. Have we not been delivering meal ice up here? Is that the problem? Yeah, that looks like the problem. How starving are you right now, Ashcan? You're about to die. Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. What's in here? Salty sticks. I think he might still die. No, that was much closer than I would have liked. How are we doing for salty sticks? Everyone's got space for salty sticks. Okay, I need more people. Wow. On storage, I guess. On supply. Alright, now we've got some sushi happening. Oh, we can reach you now. We have enough caviar for you. Okay, this little dude's about to be supplied. Hopefully it does something more than just add a colonist. What is your science skill like? That's alright, it's 9. But the air here is not breathable. Why would you not take a breath in there, Sina? What's happening? Huzzah, we've shown the survivor that ours is a colony we're joining. She says her name is Minnow. Her serene temperament and ability to survive along search by optimal servers well as we face the infinite challenge of the marine colony building. Okay. Okay, yeah, they have joined us, sure. And now you're leaving that little area. Okay, cool. Freediver. Oh, they have plus 400 maximum breath. Their breath is 600. Bear in mind your standard dupe has a breath of 100. Yeah, I don't have a bedroom for you, Minnow. I wasn't quite ready for this. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I fixed my oxygen problem. Plastic. Where do we find? Oh, there's plastic down here? This plant produces plastic? Holy shit. So it has to be in relatively hot water. Needs sulfur. Needs polluted brine or brine. And it gives a load of plastic. Wow. Okay. A thermal gas fisher. I've never seen that before. I think I might be new with this. High pressure natural gas. Maybe not. And that doesn't appear to have a cycle. That just appears to be constant. Okay. What do you reckon, guys? Can we get to the free plastic? Nice. There's an oil bite. What the fuck? Oh, I see. Hydrogen gas. Look at all the plastic we suddenly have. Oh, look, it's a fuel air bomb? What? I don't know what you're talking about, Red Harvest. Are you talking about the hydrogen pocket? Down here? Is that what you're talking about? Because if you're not talking about that, I have no idea what you're... Yeah. Okay. You're talking about this. Sure. Yeah, in reality, that would be a problem, but in this game, it's not really. Right, guys, we're gonna have to set this for emergency, or it's never gonna get done. what's it going to give me? That's going to be polluted water at 10 degrees. That's actually really good. I could really use that. We're out of fish fillet. Okay, that's fine. That's an easy problem to fix. Given the millions of fish I have. What's it here? Oh, somebody is working on it. Okay. I don't need to make that an emergency. What's your science, Catalina? 19. Bloody hell. Okay. They're not going to get that finished today, I don't think. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, we got some nosh sprouts. That would let us do some edamame. Oh, there's another one here. Bloody hell. Only boxed it together. Okay. What's wrong over here? Oh, because I haven't set you. You are set to above 500 grams. That should massively improve the backlog. And you're done. Excellent. Okay, your next emission is in 9 days. And you are a cool salt slush geyser that we're also going to dig out right now. Um, 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 um. I need a bedroom for Minnow. Minnow doesn't have a bedroom. And since I have plastic, I should start doing proper bedrooms for everyone. The question is where? Right, that was a thing I had meant to do. And forgotten to do. This is a bit mess now, isn't it? Exactly what I was trying to avoid. Where'd all the salt water go? That's kind of a major problem. Oh, that's active right now. Well, at least it's only -10. Is there a win state for the colony? Someone just run the wheels off. Oh, everything just runs until the wheels come off. Also, there is a space aspect to this as well. No, there is actually. So there's a couple of end game conditions that you're you don't have to stop once you hit them, but they're generally considered the end game. Uh, how do I open achievements? So there's a couple of big end game here. This is DLC related. This is DLC related, but also there's two other end state things you can do where you build a great monument or you open a temporal tear. You need like 5 different colonies, open a temporal tear, and then send a duplicate through it. And those are considered like end game. I've never actually gotten to any of them. But largely you play until the wheels fall off and or you get bored. Um, I tend to lose interest way, way, way before the end state. We're approaching the point where I typically lose interest. I'm going to do my best to keep interest, and that the space stuff just gets complicated, and it's complicated in a way that I don't find all that fun. Okay, that's built. Excellent. So we'll put that back now. So I usually stop playing once I start having to do space stuff in a more critical way. Like in a big way, I should say. Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm going to do some power production here. I'm going to do, I think, about 2,000 watts of power production. So I'm going to want a battery, I'm going to want a battery, and I'm going to want a battery, and then I'll need a door. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've screwed it up already. 5, 6, 7. Who's suffocating and why? Oh no. Oh no. I just killed a bunch of them. I just killed a bunch of them. I thought there was enough room for them to run back across. Oh, I was not paying attention to how big a drop this was. Yeah, I feel that, Red Horse, because yeah, when I lose interest and then I come back to it like a month later, I'm like, oh, I have no idea what I was doing. Time for a new colony. Shit. 1, 2. Okay. I think. I think I can save 2 of them. Oh. My bad, guys. Sorry, I almost killed you. God, it's like a daily report. I thought 2 of them wouldn't make it. I thought 2 of them didn't have enough oxygen. I think it's because they're all swimmers. So swimmers have an extra big chunk of breath. So the breath bar looked lower than it actually was, like as a percentage. But in terms of amount of breath they had enough. Ugh. Oh, and that just got researched. Excellent. So you're pretty frequent, which is fine. And you need to be relocated. Up here. How many data banks do I have now? I have 37. And pretty much no research is being done for some reason. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. There we go. Okay. I kind of do want Orhol, but I've got nowhere to put them right now. At least nowhere that'll fit cleanly. You know, I'm just gonna... I guess I could just pop them down there for now, at least. Yeah, let's stick him in here. Somebody want to grab that guy, like, real quick? Or he suffocates or something. Thank you. You were full of nori, I'm guessing? Yeah, 83 kilos of nori. We gotta find a way, a better way to use this nori. How much pearl do we have at this point? Not much. Not much, because we keep feeding it to fish. I kind of want both of these. And my indecision is going to lead to them mixing. That's going to be a bit of a mess. And you know what? It's going to be fine. So do we have more freaking pips? Oh, we do. Wait, what? What? These should not be. Oh, these. This sweep has not been. Something's wrong with the sweep. Because that sweep should only be sweeping tech components. Now it is. Okay. Oh, our saltwater pump has run out. Okay. Well, that's relatively easy to fix, if kind of messy. Hmm. Okay. We're getting there, I think. This one we want it to be salt water. Because right now our oxygen production is dependent upon salt water being pumped through. And as no salt water is being pumped through, our oxygen production has gone to zero. So everybody's gonna die. Hasn't quite gone to zero because there's a bit of a lag, fortunately. The hell are you starving? Go eat at the feeder. Guess I now have another one of these guys. Let's put them in the same spot, I guess. In the meantime... Oh, there we go. And that should solve my oxygen production. Indeed it did. Okay, cool. All right, now that would make it an excellent time for a break for me, I think. I'm going to take a break for, oh, no, 5 minutes or so. We get some coffee and use the washroom and all that kind of thing. I'm going to pause the game because it's kind of too... Normally I would just let it run, but it's kind of too precarious right now for me to do so. So I kind of don't trust the dupes not to, you know, not eat or anything ridiculous. So I'm going to pause it. I'll be back in, 5, 6, 7 minutes. Thanks, Red Harvest. All right, and I'm back. Oh, let's see what's going on. Which is nothing because I paused it, but you know what I mean. So I think this is fine for the moment. I'm not going to increase. I'm not going to cut down this wall anymore for now. Okay. Yeah, your problem is you guys don't have enough water, which is, I understand. Right now, I'm just trying to get the irrigation sorted out. Okay. Yeah, you're way over now. Way over. I need a recreation room to offset some of this. Oh, you were already way over. I should not have clicked that button. Yeah, you're all way over. I think it's because just a lack of decent food right now. So what do you guys eat? Oh, you eat nori. And then you give me colluded mud. And you could be sheared on metal or iron ore. You know what? I have a truly ridiculous amount of nori. Can I replace? No. This is gonna make a mess. But it's gonna be worth it. Okay, hold that thought. Put that there and why is the least qualified person working on this? Your construction is what, like 4? -3. -3. No wonder it's taking forever. Thanks for that, Harvest. Yeah, I agree. Okay, and this will help get rid of some of the excess nori we have. Okay, the pool is being created. That is good. If we do that, we should ensure that nobody gets trapped. You know, I often ask myself that exact question in real life. Yeah, for sure. Unreachable toilets. Why is the water level dropping so badly? I don't understand why the water level is dropping. Critters affected by gas or air quality. You're gonna have to be specific because some critters are and some critters are not. So it depends on the critter. So, for example, poke shells will change to a different species if they're in pure water versus salt water. I don't think pipsqueaks care about atmosphere, other than maybe they can't survive underwater. Yeah, they've no atmosphere requirements, so they can probably survive underwater. I would assume they drown, but I don't know that they drown. If you hover over the eggs, right, you'll see there's a 98% chance of a pip egg and a 2% chance of a variant. It'll tell you what will cause the variant. So the variant for pips depends on the type of plant they eat. Yeah, it's huge. Like the creature variant is kind of a huge part of the game. So let me walk you through plug slugs. Plug slugs, I think you'll see, have the biggest, most drastic variety. So a plug slug generates electricity when it sleeps and poops out hydrogen. It's God damn it, Steve. I'll give me a sec. Everybody go eat salt sticks and stop annoying me. Now, back to what I was saying. So plug slugs hang upside down to produce electricity, right? They eat metal and they poop out hydrogen, but then they also, when they hang upside down, they give you electricity, right? They're very cool. Now, if a plug slug ends up, they eat all different kinds of metal, right? Which is kind of a pain in the ass, but once you control them, they're great. If, however, a plug slug ends up walking through a bunch of liquid, they will produce a sponge slug egg. So a sponge slug is a sponge. It's a living sponge. It will then soak up any liquid it moves through, and when it hangs upside down, it will push out. Don't worry about Steve. This is Steve's fault for. I don't know why. I need to get my food thing under control. My food, I'm producing a lot of food that people aren't eating because it's crappy food, and I'm not producing good food, and I'm not sure why. So the sponge slug, likewise, eats metal, farts out hydrogen, but when exposed to they will soak up liquids, and if you have a pipe where they hang down, they will then release that liquid into the pipe, right? So they're like an organic liquid pump. However, if either of these two variants are exposed to unbreathable atmosphere, they will convert into a smog slug. And a smog slug will suck in unbreathable gases during the day, and at night, again, if there's a pipe in their in the smoke, they hang from the ceiling, and there's like a connector icon on them at night. If you build a pipe in their pen at that level, they will then emit all the unbreathable gas they have into that pipe, while still eating metal and farting out hydrogen. So, plug slugs, if your plug slug stable doesn't vent properly in the first place, you are almost always going to get some smog slugs, because the plug slugs fart out the hydrogen. They are then exposed to the hydrogen, which gives them a percentage chance of getting a smog slug egg, and the smog slug will then become basically like a free cleaner for that. So that is, I think, the most extreme species change that I know of, that I can think of offhand. But all of the different species do something like that. So, like phloxes produce wood, but their variant produces glass. Like when you shear them, right? So all of the variants are kind of like huge. Not all species have a variant. So like I don't think the sequins have a variant because they're also brand new. Yeah, they don't have a variant. I don't think any of these water ones have a variant. Any of the new ones anyway. Hatches are another pretty good example. Hatches like poop out metal, but if you convert hatches into stone hatches and then you convert stone hatches into shiny hatches, they will produce refined metal. So organically, they will eat gold amalgam and poop out gold, or they will eat iron ore and poop out iron. So it's a good heat-free way to get metal. I quite like hatch ranches and their base game. But shiny hatches are quite tough, so when you go to murder them because you've got too many, they will kick the shit out of your tubes. It's kind of funny. In a, oh my god, this is bad kind of way. And yeah, as sad as I am, Steve is dead. At least it freed up a bedroom, so you know, kind of worked out. Now Minnow has somewhere to sleep. So yeah, I would say in any game you're playing, if there's a critter, definitely click on them and scroll down and have a look at the eggs. If there's only one egg, then there's no variant. But if there are multiple egg types, take a look, see what the variants are. You might find them interesting. Oh, look at you, fully grown. Yeah, and you only do one type of egg as well. Senna's just messing with me because Senna knows that I can get oxygen right there. So was just waiting until the very last second just to freak me out. All right, we have our power plant made. It's not too big, is it? No, it's not. Oh, it's only 28 tiles, and it's good for 120. Yeah, okay. Fact not to be underestimated, lots of physical labor and our treadmill-based energy economy. Some space to the next guy would probably be appreciated. Lots of physical labor and treadmill-based energy economy. Some space to the next guy would be. Oh, you mean like a bed? I'm not sure what you mean by that. My plan right now is to start building a backbone, an energy backbone through the colony that I'm going to have multiple little power stations feeding into so we can stop using the manual generators. Or at least reduce our reliance on them somewhat. Oh, I see. Speaking of Steve, I should probably stick some memorials up. I'm either getting better at this game or this game is getting easier. Because I'm normally at this point in the game, I have 50 or 60 dead dupes. So. My country had conscription. I've spent no time in close proximity to unwashed people. I am sorry to hear that. I have never lived in a country with conscription, and I am very happy that that's the case. I'm originally Irish, and I moved here to Canada 20 years ago. And I've lived in Japan, and none of those countries have conscription. Although, granted, I wasn't even a citizen in Japan, so I wouldn't even have been eligible, even if it did. But yeah, conscription has always struck me as something of a nightmare. Why is this water level dropping? Oh, it's driving me wild. This is upsetting me. I think it's time. Whoops. I pop this again. Or uncork it, so to speak. Ah, forget it. You're not going to get there fast enough. That's better. That fixed a whole bunch of problems. And made a whole bunch more. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that part. I don't want salt water in my water reservoir. Are we out of uranium? No, we're not out of uranium. We're just slow to deliver. Okay. It's definitely not for everyone, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do about tertiary education, so some time away to drive armored vehicles and mess about in the woods while heavily armed wasn't too bad. fair enough. As an Irishman, we do not consider either armored vehicles or being heavily armed to be positive things. We consider those pretty negative. These are things we mostly, with the, you know, there were some exceptions. There's a lot of young men who think guns are cool, but the vast majority of the population is pretty anti-gun, anti-tank, anti-armored vehicle, because we've mostly been on the receiving end of them. So we as a people are not fans. But yeah, I certainly don't speak for every Irish person in that regard. But I think I can safely say a majority. So the problem with this backbone is there isn't really anywhere to feed it into things. There's a couple of spots. And we get filled up on polluted water, which I don't want. Probably help if I connected these two, eh? What's the red wallpaper stuff? It is in fact wallpaper. Yeah, so it's this drywall. When you select drywall, you have a bunch of different designs you can select. The drywall gives you two benefits. One, it has a decent decor score. Admittedly, it doesn't transmit it very far. So like decor from these transmit out 8 squares. This transmits like 0 squares. To make this particular room, the banquet hall, you must have a display shelf, and a display shelf must be attached to something behind. So I could have just put the drywall on that square. But if I make drywall out of granite, we get plus 12 decor to every single square, which means when people eat in here, they get a huge boost to their daily decor score. If you don't want to use drywall, you can also use a temp shift plate as a back wall thing. Drywall's better. It requires fewer materials and it builds faster and it's pretty, whereas the temp shift plate is not. There are other rooms. So, for example, the private bedroom actually requires back wall tiles. Like the whole room has to be filled with back wall tiles. Actually, this toilet's pretty ugly. Let me do this one as well. Make this one sunshine colored. Just while I'm reminded. You want to kind of be careful because they will. If I were to put a back wall here, it would overwrite the actual mesh tile. So you want to be careful when placing them. You just can't paint them with wild abandon. Yeah, you'll do. And higher decor contributes to morale. So you can see that at the very bottom of the morale list. Last cycle's decor was ugly, so they had -1 to their morale because of that. Ugly is less than 0. Or maybe a significant amount below 0. I'm not sure exactly, but it's certainly it's being offset by this room. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, you're backed up. Right, you're blocked. So you don't even need power. Okay, I understand. So I think I'm going to break that. I'm going to break this. I'm going to put a power thing here. Transformer. Then I put a smart battery here. And then we put a bridge here. And we then connect up the automation like so. Did I do that right? I did. Whoops, I did not. I did not. Yep, I disconnected the wrong thing. Is somebody starving or something? Oh no. Somebody's given me a false alarm for no good reason. How much wood do I have? Kind of enough. Okay. Sorry, why are the fries not being refrigerated? Because you don't know they need to be. That is an excellent reason. Okay. That is a very much on me mistake again. Now, this whole thing I also want to connect into my backbone. Because we got constant free power from these guys. No, that's just fine. Yeah, we're following that down. And then we're going to change these. Then I guess we technically need a separate battery connector for this lot, because otherwise it's going to go wrong. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some mesh like here. We'll connect it like that. And then when all of this is built, we can just disconnect that wire. You guys have no power because that's not running right. Time for me to hit the sack. Thanks for the stream and being here. No, Red Harvest, I appreciate the company. You were absolutely fine. There was nothing to be patient about. I enjoy helping people understand how this game works. It's a very complicated game, and there's a lot of people who are very, very sweaty about how to play this game. So, you know, I enjoy helping people figure it out. I play this game a lot, so feel free to pop in anytime. I do play other games. I tend to alternate the games. So jump in whenever you feel like it. All right, that's not going to work at all. It has to be like that. Yeah, I don't want any of those. Yeah, YouTubers. Obviously, we have a good one too. Why do you have no power? Oh, I see. Because you got the highest draw, so you're getting shut off first. I see. I don't like it, but I see. Where do you like these to move along? So there's about 200, 300 kilos of salt water there. Which is not nothing. It's not a lot. No, no, it was over 500. Okay. Over 600 even. Still not enough to get this up and running again. Okay. Do we do that? If we do that, we're bringing down so much water. Yeah, we're bringing it way too much water to do that. How did our excavation go down here? Oh, cool. Yeah, we got our swimming pool pretty much all set up. Mixed reservoir. Cool. You know, I think I'm going to break this up for now. Am I? I think that's the spot that blocks them up, but I'm not certain. I'm also not certain if this will work. I think it used to work, but it may have been patched down. Ah, here we are. Wait, you're telling me to make nigiri, it has to be calamari?
Yeah.
That's not what nigiri is. Clay, you're in Vancouver. You have access to a whole lot of sushi. You know that nigiri does not mean calamari. nigiri is any fish on rice. It means finger rice. I would have been happier if that was maki and nigiri. Happier if that was maki and nigiri. Okay, we're getting that done. You're messing with me again, Cena. Hey, Redneck, how's it going? Indeed, yeah. My guys, come on, let's go. My landlady has a buzzer, so I borrowed that. This is maybe too much water. So I did this yesterday because it was just getting way too hot. Can we seal it off? Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so this guy does not dig out background. Interesting. I thought they would. I was hoping they would. It's going still sword. Sore from the cleanup yesterday. We got all the oversized stuff to the junkyard. Can barely find a muscle doesn't hurt. Yeah, still sore. Okay. I can imagine. Manual labor is definitely tiring. Dictate in a set viewing range by selecting the building. And there's no buttons here. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. There's no buttons that let me set it. And it's not digging out the back wall at all. That's a little bit frustrating. I would very much like that to be a toggle. But it is not. It is not. Oh, I got the new recruit. Who was all the way goddamn down here. Have you seen the stats on Minnow, the new recruit? Because they're kind of ridiculous. How do you feel about me showing you? Because it's very unlikely I would show you by accident. Speaking of which, they've got skill points to spend. Okay, so let me find Ashcan first. So, as we all know, our regular dupe has a breath capacity of 100, right? And a random swimmer with the upgrades is going to have breath of 200, right? Well, Minnow, wherever the hell they are, has a breath of 600. Because they have a free diver, which is like plus 400 breath. And they have a natural insulation of additional 0.8 centimeters. I don't even know what that means. I think it's like a layer of clothing. So they're kind of heat and cold resistant. But yeah, I saw the breath of 600 and I'm like, that's wild. Oh, I wonder. I don't know. That's certainly better than diver's lungs in a lot of ways. Better. It's different from diver's lungs in a lot of ways. Do I want to clear this out? I kind of do. So let's go 2, 3, 4. We're only going to dig out background here. Yeah, Jesus, yeah, if I gave her that as well, diver's lungs, so that they got lower oxygen consumption, that would be mad. They'd go into a like full CO2 environment, and they would survive like for, I don't know, a day, 2 days, something silly. Check out my oxygen production now, purely from this flue coral. Well, I've a little more. This is all my cultivated flue coral, and I got some wild flue coral doing stuff as well. Down here and down here and a few bits and bobs. Oh, he's up. He's moving. Now, what do you eat? He's finally hatched. You eat tubla. Well, I guess the water is hot enough down here. But it's... Oh no, tubla is a pain in the ass to cultivate. because it needs both a liquid and a solid. So I would need to pump in salt water. No, I would need to pump in polluted brine or brine, and I would need to hand feed it sulfur. That's a pain in the ass. That's too, yeah, it's too big. Okay, I thought that might be the case. Shit. Because I kind of wanted to tame that guy, but yeah, they eat tubula, which basically means they only eat it while it's growing, because this doesn't produce any fruit per se. So it would have to be growing around it. So, well, Mr. Squid, you're just gonna die. I'm not doing anything about you. You're dormant now. You've just gone dormant. Yeah, check this out as well. The light intensity. We're hitting like 40,000 lux in parts here. Just from glowing fish. I took a screenshot yesterday where I was at like 67,000 lux. You know, if the lighting effects scaled, dupes would be going blind in there. All right, hot polluted oxygen vent. Let's right. Oh, right, they get sunburn. Oh, I totally forgot about that. But yeah. Imagine getting sunburn underwater. Like, how wild is that? That's good. Dinner time. All right. Talk to you later. Yeah, Rodball production is shit right now. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna shut you off. I'm gonna shut you off. Just gonna stop wasting power on you guys for now. Wait, how the fuck are you? That's how you're trapped, okay. Yay. How are we doing down here? Has this been fully analyzed? It has. Good stuff. And you are 2 months away from being active. Okay. Okay. So that temp shift playlist at the back is doing nothing. Gotcha. Good to know. So in that case, can I get it back? Alright, so it looks like everything is hooked up, and we have all the correct wiring plugged in, so we can join these two together. Maybe not like that. Maybe more like... You know what? These guys don't have any negative decor, so yeah, like that's fine. The hell happened to you? Why did you almost die? Severe wounds from what? There's no poke shell in there. There's no calamari in there. Why did that take damage? I wish there was a log. God damn, man. Why is that there? Oh. Oh. Yeah, Deccan is pretty good. It can be better. It's a shame the best I've got is copper ore, I think. Yeah, can't even do a plus 10%. Wait, if there... Oh, no, it wasn't KJ, it was just J. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna wrap up here for today. So let's see if we can find somebody to raid. Yeah, no, I'm not jumping to someone's playing Persona. I don't know, these quick filters really don't seem to work because they all give me, like, okay, the following works because it gives me someone I'm following, and they're playing game I don't give a crap about. And if I say similar or smaller size, apparently everyone who's similar or small size is playing Oxygen not included, which doesn't make any sense. Same category makes more sense to be Oxygen not included, and that gives me loads more people. Some of which would a reasonably decent sized audience, actually. It's in Portuguese. That's Cyrillic, so I don't know what language that's going to be in. That's in German. No, let's try this one. We don't know this person. We're going to jump into this person's stream. So, if you watch me on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to be, kept in loop when I'm online. If you don't, fair enough. Otherwise, you might be better off watching me on Twitch because I use a number of integration mods and different games for Twitch integration, and as per the name, Twitch integration, that doesn't come into play on YouTube. So maybe you're better off watching on YouTube. But bottom line is watch what you want to watch. It's all good. And if you're already following me on Twitch, I greatly appreciate it. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. And I think tomorrow for sure we are going to be switching back over to Octopath Traveler. So, here we go.
We could give them an suit and dock thing.